have two handbag unboxings today. These are very different bags. This is going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags and small goods to the everyday luxuries of life. And we're getting phone calls while we're trying to film from people who know we're filming Winnie B. LV. Where was I? If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. And one of the perks of subscribing to my channel is you get to see my community post on your YouTube homepage, where I post deals, discount codes, sales, and rare finds related to these beautiful things we love. So I have two unboxings. This one I've already cut into. Let's just go ahead and get into this. I'm excited about this one because I saw it online and I've been looking for this particular color. It's all wrapped. This one's pre-loved. It's all wrapped in, what do they call this? Bubble wrap. It's a color I'm excited about, but I also got a fantastic price on it. So I am excited. And let's reveal this bag right here. Oh no, not more Portland leather goods. Oh yes, yes it is. This is the medium crossbody tote in the color Sedona. I will bring it closer so you can see the Sedona a little bit better. I'm also going to compare it to a couple of other things that I have to see if we can figure out what the other colors are, because this one I know it was sold to me as Sedona, and I'm going to assume that that is correct. But I have some other pieces that they weren't sure about from other sellers. So let's get started with that. We'll play PLG Color Detective. Okay, here is the leather up close. You can see it's a beautiful pebbled leather. It's very soft and smushy. This is stuffed right now though. And it's this nice like red, orange, brown color. Beautiful. This particular bag is zipped top. And then let's look at the interior color, because that can be a giveaway as to what the outside color is. Sometimes the outside colors are very similar, but then the inside will be different, and you'll be able to determine a color based on that interior. So there's the interior. It's kind of a yellow brown. And let me get all the stuff out. All right, there it is. So you see that raw interior. We've got the D-rings on the sides for that shoulder strap, the crossbody strap, the zipper, and then on the back wall you have the big pocket with the Portland leather goods stamp. Now the other pieces that I want to show you that are a similar color, you may not have seen yet. In fact, I'm certain that you have not seen them yet. I've filmed the videos on them but not posted them yet, because I have a ton of PLG videos that I have filmed and not posted yet. But the reason that this video is going up when it is because what is in this box is direct from PLG, and that's an item that just came up available, and at the time I'm filming this it's still available, so I wanted to get this up while it's still available, so if you want one you can grab it. But let's look at the Sedona first. So here's the Sedona, and then I also have this. This is the Eclipse tote, and the Eclipse, not tote, it's an Eclipse pouch, and they come in two different sizes. I believe this is the smaller of the two sizes, and this color was sold to me as either Sedona or Maple, I believe. And let's see them side by side. On the video and in person, they look identical on the outside, so let's check the inside. Here's the inside of the pouch, and there it is against the inside of the bag. Those also look identical. So my PLG Color Detective expertise tells me that both of these are Sedona. Now let's compare one of my favorite Portland leather goods bags in my collection that you have not even seen yet, and that is this. This is the large classic tote, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It has tandles. If you're not familiar with tandles, these are handles that are tan, hence tandles. And here are the two colors right next to each other. On the screen and in person, they look just about identical. So it's very possible that this is Sedona. But one thing you can't see very well on the screen is that the Sedona is just slightly darker on top of the pebbles, whereas this bag here is much more uniform in color. You don't have a little bit of variation, and that shininess is really getting in the way. Yeah, it's really hard for you to see there on screen. They're very similar. Now here's the interior of both bags. Here's the tote, and here's the crossbody bag, and those look pretty much identical too. Now of these three pieces, this tote is the first of the three that I got. And I have thought that it was more orange than I was expecting, and I was thinking maybe it was maple. But now that I have the Sedona next to it, it could very well be Sedona. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm leaning in that direction. So now what I'm gonna have to do, and I'll have to do this in another video, is order something that I know is maple and compare it against this bag and see. This requires a lot of detective work and a lot of money, but I'm making the sacrifice so that I can make this library of Portland leather goods videos for you guys to be able to reference, so you don't have to go through all this turmoil yourself. You're welcome. Now to this box. I'm very excited about this. This is a bag where I've had my eye on this color for a few weeks now, and they just recently released this bag in this color. And I don't know if they had it out before, but I do know that they had some of these bags in mystery boxes as unicorn colors. But now you can order it directly from the website, from the premium or the almost perfect section, assuming they're still available. So let's get it out. There's a card inside. All right, are we ready? I have some concerns about this, but we're gonna figure it out together, I hope. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. This is nice. This is, again, the large classic tote with tandles, and the color is Storm. Let me give you a little spin here so you can see the whole thing, and then I'll bring it closer so you can see the leather closer and get a look at it. What I've heard about this color, I don't have any other pieces in this color, is obviously it's gray, but I've heard that in different light it can look more blue. Let's bring it close. I'm also gonna say that all the totes that I have from Portland Leather Goods so far, all the classic totes with these bridal leather handles or straps, I've purchased all of them pre-loved. This is the first one I've ordered directly from Portland Leather Goods, and the edges of this leather are really sharp, and that has not been the case on the other bags, so I guess it wears in and gets less sharp. But let's look at this leather here. So you can see it's very smooth, and it's what they call an oiled nubuck. And you can see that there's some variation in the color. It's almost like, it looks a little bit like a chalkboard that has a lot of chalk that's been erased with a dirty eraser. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. It's also got a lot of like little linty things that are sticking to it. So I don't know if that's a trait or if it's just like that because it just came out of a box. But this leather, I have to say, worries me a little bit. You see all the marks? I knew that this is a leather that's going to get marked up, and it does say on the website that this leather is highly responsive to its environment. That is code for if you look at this leather wrong, it's going to get scratched. So here's my concern. I have this piece that I'm not sure you've seen yet. This is a makeup pouch in the color Deep Water, and it is the same leather as the Storm leather. It's just a different color. Let me show you something. If I just barely scratch it with my fingernail, like I'm barely touching it, you see what it did. Now the good thing about that is that you just use your finger and rub over that and it pretty much goes away. Okay, so it's not like permanent damage, but I can still see it there some. So this leather on a bag is going to respond the same way. Barely touching it with something with a little bit of an edge is going to scratch it. You can rub it out a little bit, buff it out, but you're going to be doing that constantly. Or you can just forget it and let it get all scratched up. I'm a little bit unsure what I want to do about that at this point. I don't know if I want to keep this and just throw it around and not be careful with it and see what happens to it, because I've seen some of these on the pre-loved market and they are all marked up and they're beautiful and I love them. So it could be kind of fun to use a bag like this and get it all marked up. On the other hand, am I going to be too afraid to use it? Is it going to get marked up in ways that I don't like? I don't know. That's part of the reason that I like having this makeup bag, is so I can experiment with that. But I haven't used this yet. That's what I need to do, is move into this thing and start using it every day and see what happens to this leather. That will give me an idea of what happens to this leather. So maybe I'll do that. So I don't have an answer yet whether I'm keeping this. Let me take the stuffing out and show you the inside though. But it is a beautiful combination, right? That color, it's gorgeous, especially with the tandles. But it'd be great with the really dark brown handles too. Storm, it's beautiful. Here it is without the stuffing so you can see the size of it better, so you know. And I guess I should put it on my shoulder and you can get a sense of the size there as well for the large. Okay, here's the interior. I know that's a little bit hard to see because of the lighting. There we go, that's better. But it is that suede inside, just the other side of the leather. And then of course you have the pocket and the Portland Leather Goods stamp patch thing. You can see all the scratches on that already. So what do you think? By the time this video goes up, I won't have had time to use it yet. Not the bag, so I'm not going to use that until I know if I'm keeping it. I won't have had enough time to use this to figure out how that does to help me decide on the bag. So you guys, if you don't mind, let me know in the comment section. Go down there and let me know, should I keep it? Should I send it back? I'm worried that if I send it back, maybe I would regret it, because what if I do regret it and then I couldn't get it again if they're sold out and then I can't find it in the store? I don't know. But what if I keep it and regret it? I don't know. Help. That brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.